JP Crawford saved the Mariners season, and the captain did it again. A clutch hit in a moment that felt useless, hopeless maybe to say, for the Seattle Mariners. If we date back to 12 hours ago this morning, I put out a tweet on our account about how people feel. Most people had a 0% confidence left on the season. And now, just by the end of the night, we have a JP Crawford walk-off to save the Mariners season. It's amazing to see what he's doing, and there's a couple other big stats that go behind it. JP Crawford with the bases loaded in 2023. He's 10 for 15, 6 singles, 2 doubles, 1 homer, 22 RBIs, a sac fly, and only 2 strikeouts with a 1.692 OPS. He is phenomenal. He's great in the clutch, and he did it once again, being great in the clutch. Now, what led to this point is a game that felt out of hand for most of the game. Felt like we were going to lose, if we're being honest, and the season was going to be over. And then the only run we could put on the board was a 1-run solo home run by Julio Rodriguez. All of a sudden, the 9th inning comes up, and we get a wild pitch, a walk, a base hit, 2 base hits, and a walk. And then a wild pitch was the one that advanced them. And we had bases loaded, no outs. We got a pop-up and then another pop-up. And it felt hopeless, to say the least. It felt like it's over. The Mariners, bases loaded, no outs to save their season. Yet, somehow, we get 2 pop-ups. But then JP Crawford, out of all people, of course, come up to the plate. JP Crawford is, swinging at this ball, and it barely goes over the head or the glove of the Texas Rangers outfielder. And if I'm being honest, I thought it was going to be caught, but it was not. And it was a walk-off win. He went on the camera and yelled, "Let's fucking go," right after. And with that said, we just dropped those new shirts. So let's fucking go! SONTshop.com, SONTshop.com. You got to check out those shirts. I'll put the link in the description. And if you go on that site and you don't want to buy this shirt today, if you put your email in the box, you will be entered for all our future giveaways. We're going to be doing 2 giveaways a week with vintage Mariners, Seahawks, Sonic stuff, all vintage Seattle sports stuff. He screams, "Let's fucking go." He saves the Mariners season. And now we are 1 game behind the We are 1 game behind the Houston Astros. I thought it was the Texas Rangers, but it is the Houston Astros. I didn't think. I just messed up. It's late. It's almost midnight. But now we become Diamondback fans. If the Diamondbacks can somehow beat the Astros tomorrow, who, by the way, Diamondbacks are also in a playoff race. If they can beat them tomorrow and we win, we are right there. We are right there, tied for the last wild card spot. Now, what we got to hope for is that we can win the next 2 or 3, and the Astros can lose 2 out of 3. The only way I believe is to make the playoffs. I mean, if they win 2 and we win the next 3, I think we will still be 1 game behind. I can't do the math right now because it's midnight, but essentially root for the Mariners to win every game moving forward and root for the Astros to lose as much as possible. I think the only scenario was if they win 2 out of 3 and we win the next 3, it might be that we could take the division if we won 4 straight against Texas because we'd have the 3-way tie. But let's just pump the brakes a little bit and let's just root for the Mariners to get in the playoffs. The season felt hopeless, and now it feels useful once again. And a lot of the players, I have my iPad here, so don't mind me looking down, had a lot of good things to say on JP Crawford. Julio Rodriguez said, "Just in the way that he shows up every day, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Every time he comes up and shows up every day, it's really cool to have somebody like that, somebody that's always willing to compete." Scott Service said he may be our most valuable player, their MVP. "I know Julio is special. He's a superstar, but what JP brings every day and how he goes about it and how he's turned into a leader on our ball club, it shows up." Logan Gilbert talked about his last start. He said, "Does he want to make one more start this year?" He said, "I really hope so. I'm going to be going about my business, expecting that I have another one and hoping that I have another one. But it was a great regular season, and I'd hate for this to be the last one." The Mariners know they are on the brink of elimination, but they also know this might not be the last one. There could be many, many more. There could be only a few more. It's crazy and it feels weird, but I love the change of attitude for myself and probably most Mariner fans where, I think I tweeted this morning I'm at a 49% confidence. I'd usually say 51, but the way we've been playing has put us kind of down. I'm up to like a 51 or 55% maybe even because if we can win the next 2 out of 3 and hope that the Astros take some L's, you never know what's going to happen. And who knows? Maybe this is a vibe changer. Maybe the mood changes and we win the next 3. Who knows? And then if, Houston loses a game, all of a sudden we're fighting for the division again. It's weird how things can change in one game, but they do. And the Mariners are here. Let's fucking go, as JP Crawford would say. I love the celebrations. And check out sonshop.com if you like the shirt. Any support means the world. If you can't purchase a shirt, don't worry. Just sign up for the email and get in our giveaways for free. I understand sometimes people can't make purchases or you just don't want to support us. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you're watching, enjoying our content, that's what really matters. I love y'all. Good night. It is almost Friday where I'm at. It's almost midnight Pacific time, probably the same time as you if you're in Seattle. And I need to go to bed because tomorrow's a big game at 7. Let's go Mariners. Also, Brian Wu tomorrow. Just letting you know.